Welcome guys in this new lecture of AWS Machine Learning Foundation course year 2021. In the last class we started with lab sessions of AWS course. We saw lab 3.1 and in this lecture we'll continue with the next lab, that is lab 3.2. So let's go to the AWS lab console. Now if you see, this is again module 3, but the lab is lab 3.2 using Amazon SageMaker, and it is about exploring data. So what I have done, this is all like what we did in previous class. So let's scroll down and see here. Again, the starting thing is that you go to start lab and again click on that start lab button. To skip the time, I have already done that. Let's see what we have, if we have got anything new here. Everything is like we saw in previous class. Okay, now we have to go to AWS Management Console, and I already did that to save some time. Here it is, and see, we previously used the Amazon SageMaker, so now it is recently visited service available here. Okay, what we have to do, we have to go to navigation menu, choose notebook instance, and we have to look for this my notebook. Okay, so let's click on this Amazon SageMaker, and I think my notebook instance is already created. Let's see. Okay, so this is Amazon SageMaker and this is notebook. We'll click on this notebook instance here, and let's see. Okay, if you see, my notebook instance is already created, the status is in service, and what we'll do, let's see what we have to do. Okay, we have to open the Jupyter Lab notebook. So, and we have to check for this folder and this file 3_2 machine learning.jpynb file. Then we'll open it and we'll check for this conda_python 3 kernel. It is like what we did in previous class, so I think no issues will be here. Let's click on this open Jupyter Lab section, and let's wait for the lab to load. It may take some time depending on your internet speed. Okay, so it is redirecting to the lab, Jupyter Lab. The process is exactly similar till now what we did in last class. So if you are new, I'll recommend you to go to the previous class and see. Okay, the lab is loading. Let's wait for some time and see. Okay, let's clear this workspace. Server connection. Okay, now if you see here, this is English_US folder. Let's double click it, and this is the file as mentioned in the documentation. Let's open it in the working window and see. Okay, so this is student notebook. There is some detailing here. Let's see what we have to do now. Let's go and see. This is conda python 3, and it was written here if the window appears, so it didn't appear. Okay, 10th point is follow the instructions in the notebook. Cool. So everything what we have to do is now here. So let's start reading this thing and see what is this. So you work for healthcare provider and want to improve the detection of abnormalities in orthopedic patient. Okay, so here we have some task, and as the name of the lab suggests, this is exploring data. In the first part, what we did, we created and import the data. So if you know that the next step is to explore the data, and in this part what we are going to do, we are going to explore this data. Now there are different methods to explore this data. Let's just see what are these things here. Okay, the first task consists in classifying patterns patients as belonging to one of these three categories: normal, disc hernia, spondylitis. Okay, and if you see, there are certain attribute informations. So there are some attributes, and in machine learning, while exploring data, we need to explore what are different attributes, what we will consider as features or inputs, and what we'll consider as outputs. So if you see here, there are certain attributes, and then we have some lab setup also. So if you remember, these three things we did in last class also, or in the first lab of this Amazon ML Foundation course. So let's run these one by one. Libraries have been imported. Now the second thing is to import the zip file from URL. We did this in last class. The process is exactly same. We need only to run this, and then we'll read this file, and you can see in the left side 4 files have been created. These libraries are done. Okay, now exploring the data part come. So the first thing what we are going to do is we are going to see the shape of our data. So the variable dot shape command, what it will do, so there are 310 rows and 7 columns, and then we can see what are the different columns named by plotting df dot columns. So there are certain columns, pelvic incidence, pelvic tile, and so on, and the d type is object. Okay, you can see the biomechanical features and the target column named class. Okay, so we can see the data types. So the target is class and it is object. Other than that, all are float data type of 64-bit. Okay, so we have 6 floats for the biomechanical features, and our target is a class. Now basic difference, simple difference, target is what we want to decide at the later moment. Now if you see here, I want to see the first column statistics, so we plot it using describe. Now what is describe? Describe function simply is used, let me write it. Describe is used when we describe function is used with columns having numerical values. Okay, so when we want to see different numerical values, different parameters of any numerical column, then we use describe. Like see here, there are count, mean, standard deviation, minimum 25%, 50%, 75%, and the maximum value. In that case we use describe. Now see here, there is a challenge task that try updating the code in the previous cell to view the statistics of other features. So to completely view the statistics or to see the statistics of every numerical column, what we do, simply write the variable name, that is here df dot describe. So what it will do, the data set having columns with numeric values, all those columns will be displayed here. So here are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 columns with numeric data sets, and all those values have been printed. So it will give statistics of all columns of your data set which have numeric values. So this is pretty handy function df.describe, and the purpose of this lab is to make you familiar with these methods. Now there are plenty of methods, and according to this data type, this data set, we are going to visualize, analyze few of these functions. Now it is always a very good thing to plot these things, because figures makes visualization more clear. They help to understand things more clearly. Let's plot this thing using matplotlib and see. So if you see here, using matplotlib you can plot and visualize for different outliers. And if you see the last column here, see, outliers are some values which are very specific, which are very peculiar, and they usually don't contribute in making data meaningful. so you can visualize here also. There are different types of plots, and the purpose of this lab is to make familiar with some of these plots. Like here we are plotting density function, like normal distribution density, binomial distribution density, you might have read. So here we are using some density function, we are subplotting certain figures here to make it more readable. And if you see, there are some plots. If you analyze it, definitely you are going to get some results. And now here what we are going to do, we are going to investigate the last column, that is degree spondylolisthesis. Let's plot the density here. So all these methods, all these functions are used just to make you familiar how to plot. Now this is histogram plot. So how to plot a histogram, how to plot a density function, how to plot a box function. Now this is known as box and whisker plot, and it is a very famous plot. And at the top, the circle, that is outlier. That outlier is not going to contribute in our main output, and this plot helps to identify, okay, that is outlier, we need to remove it, we need to get rid of that. So these are the things you are going to learn in this exploring data lab. Let's move on and see how to analyze the target. So our target is the class column. So let's see what are the different values here. So there are two values, abnormal 210 entries and normal 100 entries. So using value count, like this is a method using value count, you can count how many normal entries are there, how many abnormal entries are there. So this is yet another feature of analyzing target, and this helps to decide how to proceed in our machine learning process. Now in machine learning we need to convert these categorical data or strings into some numbers. So we are using dictionary, and then we are going to plot the scatter plot here using df.plot.scatter. So again, this is yet another visualization feature. So can we visualize multiple variables? Yes, using group by function. Yet it is another powerful feature which you'll learn eventually as you progress in machine learning. So this is group by feature, and using group by you can plot multiple variables, you can visualize multiple variables. So let's plot it and see how it looks like. Okay, so this is nothing but box plot, and if you see, these box plots are very powerful features. The center line in each box is representing the median value. You can visualize the outliers. So these box plots are very powerful, and they are very commonly used in machine learning. Similarly, move on and we can visualize the correlation. Now what is correlation? Correlation is one of the most powerful features. It helps to realize how two variables are correlated with each other. See, this is yet again a scatter matrix of complete data set, all columns. You can see here how they are scattered. So these are nothing but different visualization plots, and using visualization you can remember, you can analyze your data more powerfully, more easily, rather than simple codes and numeric data. So there is yet another library that is known as Seaborn, like Matplotlib. Seaborn is also a very powerful library, and we are plotting here a graph known as heat map. So what is heat map? It is nothing, it is yet again a correlated graph where a darker color, which is representing heat, that relates higher correlation between two variables. So that's it, that's all for this lab, and it was very easy lab. Everything was done for you. You just need to analyze what are the different exploring methods which we generally used in machine learning after importing data. So I think we are done with it, and at the last we'll end this lab. It will throw a pop-up, just do yes, and then lab resources are terminating. Thank you for this session, and we'll meet in the next lecture to see another lab. Thank you.